that's a lot better. Alright, driver, we are ready. We'll go a little slower here through training command and we'll talk about the aircraft and then we'll head on over to fighters. Alright, so first airplane, the blue one off the left-hand side, SSJ, is a Navy command trainer, also known as the P6 with the Air Corps version of it. One on the left tail is the yellow one, PT-26, but it's also designated a primary trainer. And that would be one of the first aircraft that a cadet would fly before they would proceed on into their training. Fairchild was the manufacturer. Interesting about these is about 70% of the airplane is split. I'll talk a little bit more about that as we get up more down the road. On the left-hand side here is the BT-13 polished aircraft. This one actually was used ready to go to WAP. It was really good for this pilot. On the WAP, actually, we're training on the WAP there. And this was a basic trainer, BT-13. So after you went from a primary trainer, we would go to a basic trainer, then to an AT, which is the advanced trainer. And this silver point here, PT-17, the German Smooth primary trainer, is also a WAP airplane. And the owner actually had several signatures of some of the WAPs on the inside panel of the wing. We'll kind of run over anybody through here, and we'll head on over to fighters. Off to the right, you get a chance. There's a lot of great talks over there. They have some sessions over there every once in a while too to talk about here. Alright. First fighter aircraft we're going to talk about is the Warhawk. One of my favorites. Allen E7. Low cylinders. Now a little bit better length that if you want to have the Merlin, Rolls-Royce Merlin, which is Packard built, was a little bit better performance, so that's why I kind of went away with the Allison. Both the Allison and the Rolls-Royce were with the full day. Talk a little bit more about that here shortly. You can see the tank on the bottom of the B-40, that actually is an auxiliary fuel tank, the drop tank. So when they were getting ready to go to battle, or when they were traveling to battle, they would actually drain all the fuel from that tank first. Ready to combat anyways, Mustang comes up different types here. Doing Mustangs in different models. The one on the left here, that's a C one, is actually a C model. You can see the canopy. That is what they call a razorback. The next one here is the D model with the bubble canopy. Not much difference. The only difference is the C model has a 450 caliber machine gun, and the D model has 6. Much better visibility with D model Mustangs as well. I believe there's 1,500 horsepower that they can be put out. What's so cool, you can see the scoop on the bottom of the aircraft. That is actually where the radiator is kept. The golden knot coolant that would be in there. The coolant lines are about 3 inches of diameter that run. That's right, for $2.5 million you can almost see pocket tubes, right? There you go. So you can see on the right hand side when we pass a little bit. Go ahead and give a wave to that commemorative Air Force pilots. There we go. So the interesting story. Anybody heard the terminology of the whole 9 yards? Does everybody know the backstory of it? The backstory of that is the wings were put out for the ammo. The wings, 50 caliber machine gun. The length of it was 9. So when they got back to the mission, they would actually have, I would like this the whole 9 yards. Okay, that's what you put there. My favorite airplane over there. You have 2,000 horsepower engine. Also known as whistling death. The oil coolers in the wing root of the aircraft. You can kind of see it here as we get up a little bit further. You can see the inlet where the main. The oil coolers in there were, as they would go into the dive, were a straight. The Japanese nicknamed it the whistling death because it would make a really nasty wind luggage. There's a great YouTube video out there of the airplane actually flying. You can actually see what the lift is like. Over the distance there, you can see the Spitfire. I don't know if that one has the Merlin engine on it or not. Interesting story about the Spitfire. There's a roof over it. Called Spitfire roof. And interesting thing, you can actually find a couple of photos of it that they used to strap. You know, you can see the bombs on the seat of the one they used to attach to the Spitfire. And they would actually attach barrels of meat. And they would go to altitude. You can hear it out. So, and it's interesting, you can see one Spitfire version over it. It's a very interesting back and forth. An opportunity to talk a little bit with me and Atkinson to get a chance to go over there, a lot of artifacts. And all those gentlemen are actually staying all those tents for the whole week just to make it as authentic as possible. Alright, we're going to tell about the liaison aircraft and observation on the left hand side. You have the O2. And so we got the Airventure jumping a little bit about the O2. You can see they actually got a standpoint on the rockets as well. Most of this is observation just to search for Viet Cong. And I did have a gentleman tell me one time he was doing those when he got to Western, right? Viet Cong. When he got tired of Western, he got this big hole at the bottom of the belly because the Viet Cong wouldn't actually pop up and stay in hiding. And if you actually flew straight level, give them a chance to pop out and do that. Right on the right hand side here, on the L-15, these actually, everybody knows the rocket cam. This is actually the rocket. So it's pretty much a cam. Next one, everybody knows the Piper Cub, the L4 drag topper. It's very good. And then the next one coming up is the L5. So everybody who knows the 6-108. That is the L5. Alright. The military used them. You can see Air Force on some of them. Air Force was not actually developed as a separate military until 1947. War resistant attachment they already known as the Army Air Force. So, like the bird dogs, that is the observation aircraft. Also, they could attack rockets from it. Built by Cessna. On the right hand side, you can see the PT-26s, like we talked about this a little bit ago. So I want to talk about the wood on it. I actually just purchased a project of one of these. Do not believe how much wood is on this. The skin is even worse. The only things that are metal is the rudder, the elevator, and the antlers. And then obviously the center stuff as well. But everything else is wood. Wood bars, whatever. They actually put fabric over the and right off here to the left here, these are Polish aircraft, known as the Wilka. And to me, they look like a frame man. And if you look too a little close, you can see that the propeller actually will turn the opposite direction of most of you that are in aircraft. So for all you pilots out there who know about less than you want to make sure you're pressing the correct rudder, right here. And we've got a stitched-in multi-system. with the harbor, if you look on the right-hand side, the starboard side, the big long duck light. You'll notice a little bit too much speed there, so they wanted to try to at least pump a little more speed up with the cockpit, the pilot. So they don't need too much more, but it's pretty something. So, all right. Everybody knows. On the left-hand side, you're going to see the bottom of there now. Real quick on the right, there's just one of these point out the sides on the radio. Right there. Rob, that whole assembly, even though the silver part, you can see a little part that's attached to it, but that whole entire small round piece is actually wood. Just a very stuff here. Alright, let's see what's on the left side. Notice the radials have all odd cylinders. I guarantee you will not come upon a radial engine that does not have an odd number of cylinders for each row ahead. The reason why that is because the firing order always has to skip. So you go from 1, 3, 5, 7, well you need to go back to 1, you get to go to 2, 4, 2. That's why you have an odd number on that. helicopters for D-347. Give you a little more information on those. I'll take this on right here. I tell you what, you don't have to worry about it. You might go on your return. C-47 or DC-3. Some of them were actually converted back to DC-3 for airline transport after the war. That happened. What Sullivan Horsepower R1830-90. So we were talking about oil on the Chevron car. Give us some perspective. The oil from 1 inch. 25 gallons. We were measuring gallons, not important. Make sure to keep measuring gallons. Alright, we got 8 being a bomber, A could actually do kind of more pursuit type stuff. It actually could maneuver just as well as a pilot. Still would have bomb bay and could carry a small armament, small bombers, light bombers that would do it. We're really coming up on the road of several B-25. This could be a right? And that first road that he's 102 years old. Someone captured, someone killed. Big Carry, I believe, it's either 12 or 100 pound bomb. Our 2600, that's just 800 horsepower side. Different noses configuration for me. Some of them were bomber nose, some were attack. Very maneuverable aircraft. Medium-sized bomber. Got a chance to get to know a B-25 pilot. We actually served 2 was after 51 missions. We got 7 help the war after. He actually had a ditch of B-25 in the ocean. Interesting thing in the second tour is he was sent in there on special mission. He said during the earlier parts of the war, they would have the element of surprise for Japanese islands. And as months went by, they would not have the element of surprise. They were wondering why. Well, they started realizing that the Japanese had early detection radar. They had their anti-aircraft artillery guns all set and ready, and they could see city sectors. So the special mission when they went back to the city sectors were to test out some homing devices to detect early detection radar. He was sent back to the Pacific and was given any aircraft of his choice to fly into the B-25. He was born 10 minutes through and his B-25 was had no fighter escort. The whole sort of flying under the radar. They literally flew under the radar to find him. They fly 20 feet off the ocean floor and find these radar facilities in the storm. B-55 burns about 140 to 150 gallons an hour. No computer on the B-55. Never watch them take off. They're come off first. And they'll keep it off. The reason why that is so that they can get all the weight off of the front. They can put the weight on the side. So they'll be always come off first. On the right-hand side, we got 253 over. That's a B-39. Did see a B-39 here earlier, I don't know where it went. Notice that, and we'll come back down here, I'll tell you a little bit more about that aircraft. Looks like they got the D4 Skyhawk. The boom off the right-hand side, that is actually the point where they would do aerial refueling. And then the Navy version would be the SNV. So NV bomber, these would be bomber triggers, and also these are no fly on your DP trigger. So you get that as a pilot or like your pilot to go into the 11 before the SNV. Coming up here on you'll notice that there's two bomb bays, carry two 100-pound bombs, the bombardier triggers there. And then the transport version of the military, either BJP or the BJP. Twin R95 run about 35 to 100, distance here, I've got a little bit of, I can talk about spooky gunship up here. I've had the opportunity to fly that specific aircraft. So, interesting story about some views used in Vietnam. Talked a lot of infantry when I've been out filming these guys out that it's incredible to see it out of the time here. It also was called the 90 strike. The reason why I was reading that is that it wasn't very good. Fire leading strike is all good. 3 many guns, 20,000 rounds, no. That's why they have a gun. That's good as two. There's no actually original with the one record particularly that shotgun is the other one got goes off the beat. So, yeah, so the 20,000 round drum is that different, but you have 3,000 rounds. 716 they do those little cans get very backwards. Absolutely incredibly used. Put the load on those, they can spiral and go. Landing gear off the third class, they bought them. That's like computer practice. So you gotta think ahead a little bit. Wave to my buddy Taylor over there, who's the pilot on this. I think on this story. Now they're burning 80 miles down. They want to do their best at that altitude as quickly as possible to go up and burn on. It's one of the things that's what we're going to be right now. F8F is the designation. So you can see on the P63 through the engine, you can see it's actually behind the cockpit. You see the exhaust pipes there. So it's done right through the middle of the center for time. These guys ever had a crash land these, the survival rate is not very good because if they hit hard at all, the engine. It was electronics, so they actually would have control so they can actually move it around. The thing is with the electronics is actually dictated the firing mechanism as it would keep the tail. So that you didn't shoot the tail off. So far today. So the rudders and ailerons and even the elevators on the B-25s are all fabric. So in case they could get back during the war, they would try to put fabric on their planes just to keep the weight less weight on the control system, more bonds. 60-minute bombardier. You have a navigator and top turret gunner, pilot co-pilot, and then you got two crew in back, one for the side gunner, and then one for the ground. Also right here, last stop here for the training tour is the train. We got P-34. For all of you know that Beechcraft Bonanza, this is the Beechcraft version of the trainer. There's these large liftings, it's put a, and then it's with, just like a banana. There's one difference, but the next to me, you have that. And we're here on Warbirds for the National Warbirds today. Got one on the shop, and last shop. Y'all check it out, see what we got. Said we get a chance to comment on Warbirds for a few over here. To get history to be going over there. All on one day. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm just saying that these are Warbirds Americans. Don't really be a lot of people who have a heart of Warbirds. You want to keep them flying? So that we can handle it. Thank you everybody again.
So the cat series. But does this give you an opportunity to talk about that history?
We've taken several of these cat series to Navy bases for different air shows.